traders, what is on the radar for the Federal Reserve tomorrow? So first of all, it's 95% priced in that the Federal Reserve is not going to hike tomorrow. It's going to be a hold. That is what's priced in. Jerome knows it. We know it. He's not here to shock the market. So let's presume the hold, right? That's what's baked into the cake. That's likely what they're going to deliver. The fireworks are going to come, and the volatility in things like bonds and the volatility in things like the NASDAQ, S&P, Dow, and the Euro are going to come with what we expect the Federal Reserve to do in July, where there is right now the probability of a potential quarter-point hike. Between the rate statement and the press conference, we'll get a better idea, but we still have a number of stepping stones by way of data that's going to walk us there to that late July meeting. All right, so where are we right now in front of the Federal Reserve? Interestingly enough, we are sitting at layers of support on the daily time frame of the bonds. These are daily price movement ranges. These are volatility-derived, 6 months of historical volatility-derived support. So you can see here, support. You can see here, support, support, support. These are S's. And then finally, here we are, support. Now, this is going to be different than the previous test because, of course, here comes the Federal Reserve. However, if we can find that at 2 o'clock and preferably through the press conference, we can hold the gray zone of support. So this 60-minute chart and this gray zone is the same thing as this gray zone on the daily. They're the same price zones, just plotted here on the 60 versus the daily. If we can find ourselves there tomorrow, definitely something we can look at for long TLT or long futures positions. Gold is doing the same darn thing, and it makes sense why, because gold moves based on real yields. Real yields right now are gradually moving higher, and that means there's pressure on gold. But real yields are actually very close to resistance, so that could mean gold is nearing support. That being said, on the chart, we're in the gray zone. We're in the zone of volatility-based support, 6 months of historical data telling us this is likely, again, where we could see some support, right? The same way that I showed you on bonds. An alternative way, and I don't want to take this off the table, an alternative way of trading tomorrow would be just to trade the morning window of bonds, of gold, of, say, the euro, of the S&P, and then just sort of design the trades to be flat by the time we get to the 2 p.m. hot zone, right? That's another way of looking at it. So this is how I'm looking at the Federal Reserve tomorrow. If we get, for whatever reason, a pullback on the ES or a pullback on the NQ, by the way, I would include XLK, XLY, XLC as well. But if we get some pullbacks on, a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of response, or maybe the Federal Reserve is a little bit hawkish sounding during the press conference for July, I would look to buy or at least set up long NASDAQ for sure, long S&P, long tech, long communications, long consumer discretionaries on the watch list as well. So there could be some volatility events for a buy the dip. Again, taking advantage of the DPMR. You can see how we've been climbing that DPMR on the NASDAQ. All right, gang, that's what I'm looking at for tomorrow. There's no harm in waiting for the volatility after 2 o'clock or during 2:30 to try to take advantage of these moves. Sometimes the more volatile zone we see is the very next day. So if you're wondering, hey, Rog, could this then give us volatility into Thursday? It sure can. So don't feel like if you don't get a Wednesday trigger that we may not get this opportunity on Thursday. I'll see you in the next update. Hey traders, Raghee from Simpler Trading. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment below. And remember, subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll get notified of the next update. And when you're ready to join me for live trading, be sure to head on over to simplertrading.com. I'll see you in the next update.